deal. We fail the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right,
Always.
All right, cool.
All the time.
I'm skyrocketing
So,
right now.
Are you skyrocketing?
Lift off.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Let me try
Probably
this.
blast off again too.
All right. Well, okay. So you're clearly not. I mean, you're cleared for takeoff, but you just can't drive. Is what you're telling me here.
Yeah, kind of like that. Like we're strapped in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like we're like this, and we're just sitting there, just waiting. You know, and we're just talking to each other.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you.
Make sure everybody's
Right.
feeling it.
Okay.
Any last more pee breaks, but one more of this, and we'll be,
Yeah. No more pee breaks. You know.
probably
Yeah.
like shaking. You know they're in there shaking.
Yeah. You can. Well,
They're
duh.
just like, and they're making noises like, ugh,
Duh.
ugh.
Anybody who
Like,
chooses to get on this ride with us knows what they're
Bro.
getting into. You know. Because this.
I mean, did you see Jeff Bezos?
The penis racket, Dr. Evil?
Bro, if I go to space, I'm going like Jeff Bezos.
In
That's
a dick
100%.
in a dick rocket?
In a dick rocket with
Yeah.
a fucking cowboy hat on.
Oh. On top of the rocket or like you
No,
wearing one? Oh,
on my melon top.
Okay, I got you.
Did you see him?
I didn't. I just saw the
You didn't see him when he got done? Oh my god.
No,
One of the funniest clips I've ever seen.
No, I just saw the comparisons. I saw the Dr. Evil memes from Austin Powers too.
Okay,
But that was
that's
but that
funny. That's funny. Did you see? That's hilarious. I haven't seen those. I have not seen those.
But
yet.
otherwise that's it, yeah.
Did you see? Okay, so you haven't seen the clip where he comes out and he's talking and he's like, "Would you ever consider going back?" And he's like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And then he laughs
No.
like an evil villain.
No. All right.
Yeah, bro.
All right. Okay.
And that just, I think I mean, if you're gonna be a supervillain, right? If like, let's just say there are villains in real life.
He is a combination of Lex Luthor and Dr. Evil. He is, if there was anybody that was going to be a supervillain, it was Epstein. And then he died.
Yes. Yeah.
So I guess
But
if Bezos is up to no good, then yeah, I guess
if
he's the
up
next
to no
in line.
good,
Yeah.
he has the perfect laugh. He has the perfect face for it.
Yeah.
He has like that eye. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like one of them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Some people call it a sniper eye. Like,
Think about all the people that told him selling books out of his garage was the dumbest thing he could have possibly done. Hey, bro, you want to let me borrow like $5,000 so I can sell these books out my garage real quick? No,
They're like, nigga, get the fuck out of here.
I'm not trying to lose $5,000. Turns
You know
out
what I
you
mean?
lost a lot more than $5,000.
Yo,
My goodness,
selling books.
my goodness. Because I remember when that's all it was selling books. We need a book for school or we need a book for this. All right, let's hop on Amazon and look. I don't know when the transition happened that Amazon became that, but I don't remember. I just remember it happening overnight. I don't remember the transition. I just remember waking up one morning and being like, I can pay,
And your shit could get to you in 2 days.
for $80 a month originally. Remember when it was just 80 and now it's like what, like
Oh
110?
no, I didn't know that. I
think
I
it was
was
like-
late to the game.
I think when Prime first started, it was like 80 or it was. I remember it was under $100 a month.
Really? I was
Yeah.
late. See, I was late to the game.
But then everybody
didn't
picked
get
up
on
on
board
it so
for a while.
very quickly because I remember it being like $80, and I was like, "Nah, that seems too expensive." And then by the time I was like, "I need Prime," it was $100, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh shit, should have gotten in on that one early."
Bro, should have got in on that. Just like those investors that turned
Man.
them down, probably.
Yup.
Yeah, no. Speaking of, I'm actually trying to get a little part-time driving gig with them right now.
There you go.
See how that goes.
Drive one of those sweet Prime trucks.
I don't know if I'm gonna drive that. I think I'm gonna do it flex because I'm trying to go back to school.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I'll do it full time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, if
Yeah.
I did it full time, I'm whipping that thing. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
Probably be the nicest car I've ever driven too. I think it's like a Mercedes-Benz truck, like one of those like
Like one of those
like
Sprinter
those-
trucks.
tour. Yeah, I think they're like that.
What?
I'm honest, like honest to God, I think they're like that.
I think they're like the Ford ones. I don't think they're gonna be.
You think so?
Yeah, I
Why
think
would
they're
they
like
give you
those.
Ford? It's Amazon.
I
That
think,
nigga's got dick ships. You think he's letting his people? Maybe. You know
I think
what?
it's Ford.
Maybe.
I think they're Fords.
You know, now that I think about it.
I
'Cause
think
I've
it's
heard a lot
those.
of
I
people
think
that
it's
work
those
for
like
them, and
Ford
they hate 'em.
Sprinters.
They hate working there. So
Some
Okay,
people like
maybe.
it. Some people hate it.
yeah, some
I
people.
think.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think
it's
I think the
whatever's for
people
you.
that hate working at Amazon are those people
hate the
that.
fact that
No, I think it's those people that are too fucking lazy to do anything for themselves, so they know they're just going to be stuck on the conveyor belt line the rest of their lives.
yeah,
Maybe move up the ladder a little bit, but they'll never
That's the
take
rest of
advantage of
everything
like
about
Amazon
Jesus.
paying for their school or Amazon or like trying to move up in the ranks. They just gonna sit and be mad. Those are the people that
Just
don't
got
like
so
working for
sad.
Amazon. Because I would
Just got
love,
so sad.
because it's, but I mean, it's true. Like if I had,
Yes, very true.
you know what I mean? Like, because if I was like 21, 22 years old, I would look at Amazon. I'd be like, look, I'm going to go to Amazon. I'm going to work in the warehouse for 2 years while y'all pay for my school and then get me the fuck up
Facts.
out of here for a higher
They
paying
got
job.
they got some dope ass programs now. Like,
So I'm
where they'll
saying, like,
send you to school.
the people who like want to get up and get it, they
Yeah.
love working for Amazon because they can just go on about their day and they know that eventually they can move on with their lives and they can quit and it's not a problem.
Facts.
The people that hate working for Amazon have worked there for years and not gone anywhere because they got no ambition, no drive, no nothing.
Ooh, that's a word. Speaking, wish I had church music in the background. Greens, beans, tomatoes, rams.
No ambition, no drive.
Pastor Jake, Pastor Long Schlong Silver in this bitch.
Let me
Deacon
get you that
Long
ambition. Woo! Get you the drive. Woo!
Smacking people on the heads and shit.
Hallelujah.
I'm Bishop Tabernacle.
Oh
Now
my
the
God.
baskets are gonna come around. I want
Yeah.
everybody to put a little bit in that basket because you know the funds go towards the church and all the people, the good people here.
You know what you should put in
That's
that
me.
basket?
I'm handing out that plate all day. The collection plate. Every time
Are
you
you-
get done,
Bro,
every time you smack somebody on the head, the fucking plate's going out. He just saved
Are
another
you-
life. Put
are you the-
$5 in the basket, please.
Are you the dude that just nudges people when they don't donate either?
I'm like walking the aisles. Mrs. Johnson, I saw you pass that on to the Abrahams. You better go ahead and send it back. Abraham, send it back. Send it back to him.
The messed up part is the whole
Mrs. Johnson, I
time
know you got $2.
I picture you in shorts doing this. Like the suit
Oh,
on the
yeah.
top with the shorts with the high
The
socks.
LeBron
Like not
joint.
even
I'm wearing the LeBron. Hey, bro, one of my favorite clips is when that nigga was like, he was like this, look, he was like, and he had that little short thing on and he walked off.
Thank you.
That's one of my favorite clips, bro. Oh my God. I love that fucking clip, dude. He's like, I'm not gonna play with you niggas no more.
I'm out of here.
In that little short suit.
Oh my God.
Oh, where do you get that? I need.
Uh
I got a couple things, and I could probably cut it.
yeah. Just get that.
All right, the studio's breaking down, bro. What are we here for, man?
Oh, we
Why
are here.
we here?
We're here. We're on the jump. We're on the jump to hyperspace. We're here. Welcome.
Let's go.
Welcome.
What's
Welcome.
up? Thank you. All right.
I am
Good to be
Jake.
here. Thanks for
This is Ant. His
Mhm.
studio's falling apart.
It is. But it's
We're
all good, baby.
falling apart. It's fine. We're here to talk about the Suicide Squad because that's gonna fall apart. Not the movie, but the squad itself because they're all just gonna die. That's
Man,
one of the
reading some of
taglines.
the reviews.
One of the taglines
Yeah.
of the movie is "Don't get too attached." So, a lot of people are gonna die.
Yeah. But see, I was reading like a review and they're saying like a lot of people are dying and I don't know. Hold on. Let me think about that. Is that what they were saying?
I would imagine because a lot of people die in this movie. From what
Yeah.
I watched a review. I watched a review and somebody this is what got me kind of hyped up, even more hyped up. Was somebody said within the first 5 minutes, James Gunn within the confines of the movie basically tells you this is what you're in for. Either you're in or get the fuck out.
Really?
Is like the way things go down in the first like 5-10 minutes. Like the humor, the darkness, the bloodshed, everything. He's like
so you
in the
get
first,
you really get him in the first like 5 minutes.
in the first 5
like
minutes.
a welcome to James Gunn.
Yeah, like either you're gonna love this or you should just leave right now. So I'm into that. I'm into that.
He is pretty it's pretty wild. Pretty controversial too, right?
Yeah, man, he's wild. Did you ever see the movie Slither?
I don't think I have. No,
You did.
What's
You
that
haven't
about?
because you don't like
Scary
you don't
movies?
like you don't like scary movies, and that was like his start. He would do these scary movies that had an element to comedy to them. So like they'd be scary, but at the same time you're like, this is so messed up, and they're making jokes, like dark humor jokes throughout it, that it like takes the scary edge off, and you're like laughing and you're horrified
So like a
that
Freddy
you're
Krueger?
laughing. Maybe, yeah, but a little bit like, yeah, maybe turned upside down even.
Darker than Freddy Krueger?
Dude, you know what? Let's start a campaign right now. Give James Gunn a Freddy Krueger movie, because he would
fuck that up. Huh?
Oh, that would be something tremendous to see. That would be something tremendous to see. I'm excited for you to see this movie, because what I've seen is the same review that I watched. She has said that, within the first 5 minutes, this is what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
And she had also said somebody asked her if Suicide Squad's humor was Guardians of the Galaxy, and she said that it is, but it is James Gunn unfiltered. So it's more of the element of the dark humor. And there's, so like it's James Gunn
like
funny, but in more of like that twisted, sick humor.
Dark.
Yeah. Like he sneaks it in a little bit in Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's still pulled back a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
But
I'm trying to think like a dark humor in Guardians.
Well,
I don't edgy.
I don't want to say like I would say like it's pulled back to not be dark. Like the first example
Gotcha.
that I kind of came up, like the first example that like kind of pops into my head is like when they're making dick jokes with Ego. And he's like, "Did you give yourself a penis?" And he's like, "Yeah, it's magnificent."
Did you make a penis?
Dude,
What is wrong with you?
If he's a planet, how could he make a baby with your mother? He would smush her.
yes, Drax? I got a penis.
Ha! Thank you.
It's not half bad.
Like that's James Gunn.
Again, that's edgy.
You know,
that's edgy
you know what
for
I'm saying?
Marvel.
Like,
I see
especially,
what you're saying.
So like Suicide Squad will take that to like a whole nother level of humor.
It's magnificent. I forgot about
that. So like that kind of like that makes you laugh and stuff, but that there were some people that were in the theaters with their 12-year-old kids going,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was just thinking about that too, because like 12 years for sure they understand. Like they definitely they could pick up the dick joke, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about that last night, like how a lot of like the grown up like kid movies are like they make them for grown ups. Yeah. Shark Tale. Remember with Will Smith?
Yeah.
And Angelina Jolie.
I do remember that movie.
Renee
I don't remember that movie, but
Robert De Niro.
What I remember from that movie was the stoner jellyfish, the Jamaican jellyfish.
Yeah,
that's the only thing I remember from that movie. They're hitmen?
They were like
that's
not hitmen,
right.
but they're like security. The guys.
Yeah.
Like the guys that
Pixar's version of a hitman. Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up. And like they're like they zapped him in the face, gave him like a black eye.
Yeah.
And then I think they like threw him in the trunk or not.
Yeah, they're
trunk,
like
'cause
his
everything's
goons.
like
Yeah.
fish.
It's like
Yeah,
his
it's
goons.
goons.
Yeah.
It's goons.
Yeah.
There you go. And I was like, this movie's dark as fuck. Like Will Smith's character, Oscar, owed like 5,000 like clams.
I do remember that. He was a
Like he was
horrible
in debt
person.
like 5.
I remember
Yeah.
in Shark Tale, Oscar was a horrible,
A
not
terrible
person, horrible
guy.
fish. Yeah, just
A horrible fish. Just to
horrible
just to be
fish.
rich and famous.
horrible.
Yeah, man. He fucked over Angie,
How
bro.
did
She
they-
gave him that. Her
How did they
grandma's
turn
pearl.
that character around? What did he do?
That's what I'm saying. Like, okay, so the girlfriend that liked him
Yeah.
gave him a pearl that her grandma gave. I can't believe we're doing a Shark Tale breakdown. But anyway,
Hey, there's sharks in
what?
Suicide
Okay.
Squad, so it works.
let's. Okay, there you go. It does, and we're gonna get to that one next.
King Shark is a
And-
shark.
And then, you know what I'm saying? So like she gives him the pearl that her grandma gave,
hmm
and then goes to pawn it to get the clams, and then takes the clams and bets. I'm like, this is a degenerate. Like this person is a
That's
shit.
right.
This is a shitty
Oh,
fish.
yeah.
This is
Yeah.
a shitty fish, bro. So yeah, so it had like a lot of grown up undertones. It was so weird to me. I was like, this is like they had Angelina Jolie all sexy and shit. Like,
Yeah, that's right. Back when they would make cartoons thick. Hey, baby,
start cooking.
we go watch The Incredibles again.
Imagine
It's the kid's favorite movie. Shut up.
That's fucking stupid. You're so dumb.
Uh-huh.
You're probably watching cosplay porn.
Terrible.
You know what I'm saying? There's
You
definitely out
wrecking my
there.
Disney
It's-
characters. But
I'm
Pixar,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Pixar, no, not you. I'm saying all those nasties out there. But Pixar does it too.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
Pixar's fault. Because they cartoon the hell
Like
out
you
of
know
them.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
like, you know what you're doing. You know.
Yeah,
You
they know
didn't,
exactly.
you
what
didn't
they're
get
doing.
drawn. You didn't get done drawing Miss Invincible, and somebody didn't walk by and be like, "Damn, she thick as hell."
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
No,
Nobody's did that.
No.
Nobody did not do that. Like somebody had to have been like, "Damn, she got a little wagon on her, huh?
mm-hmm. Yeah,
She got a little wagon."
run with it.
Right. Let it go.
It is.
Let it
Yeah,
go.
it's fine.
Who are these blind ass people? I don't understand that. Like when H&M made that, they created that shirt. It was like monkey, like it's something about monkeys, and they had the little black kid in it. It's like who's not paying attention to that shit? Like who's the person that's checking that shit off? I don't understand that.
When did this happen? And who did that?
I think like a year or two ago.
Oh my
It's
God,
crazy.
that's terrible.
Yeah,
Wow.
NGK stopped wearing their clothes and shit. I don't know. It's the whole thing. But
Wow.
yeah. But
Okay.
speaking of sharks, and
King
Shark Tale,
Shark. Yeah.
what's up, man? Get me hyped on this one. Does he talk in this one like he does in the Harley Quinn TV
Yeah, but
television
he's
series?
yeah, I'm pretty sure he's dumber in this one though. Like even
So he's like
more
the
so.
Hawk based,
No, he's even like
shark
dumber.
hungry type stupid shit.
Yeah, like there's he's like innocently dumb, and so like
As long as they don't
and-
do like
it's-
King Croc again, because he was fucking terrible.
no, I think this is more like adorable dumb. There's a scene in the preview
makes
where
me
he's
happy.
in the preview he's like walking, and he's reading a book upside down, and he turns to Bloodsport and he's like, "So smart, me."
Pretend to read a book. So smart, me. Peacemaker.
It's actually very nice. Just put it against the wall. Looks nothing like me.
In
Do
the
you know a lot about his origin?
he's just, I mean, like that's what he is. He's the descendant of an ancient god shark. I think he showed
Okay.
up first in the Superboy comics is when he kind of first shows up.
Okay.
And he's kind of gone through different versions and iterations and different looks and but yeah, I mean, he's ultimately, I mean, he's a humanoid shark. He's got superhuman super strength, breathes underwater, swims fast, like can pretty much do everything a shark can do, and then brings all those heightened elements to the surface as well and runs on 2 feet and you know that kind of
Okay.
he's kind of more so like a Yeah, I mean he's been in like the Aquaman, he's been in the Flash TV series. He just kind of pops up
He's in the
here
Flash
and
TV
there.
series.
Yeah. They did kind of a really
Really?
bad CGI, yeah,
That's interesting.
version of King Shark. So this version I'm excited for. He seems kind of like innocently dumb. It looks like the reason he's locked up is because again he looks like he ate some humans.
Mm.
But because he doesn't, in at least how it comes off, he doesn't come off as like a what you would call quote unquote like a bad guy. Like King Shark isn't like if he didn't eat somebody, he'd probably still be down in the ocean minding his own business. And I think it's gonna be fun because I think that whole conflict throughout the entire movie is gonna be King Shark trying not to eat.
Like while they're on their mission.
Yeah, while they're is not trying not to eat other members of the Suicide Squad because he does try to eat Ratcatcher.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And she like sits him down and asks him if he would eat his friends, and he's like, no. So I'm kind of excited for his character. I think it's gonna be like I think he's gonna be more so like an R-rated Groot.
Nom nom.
Any questions?
And
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die.
All right.
Kind of is.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
I can see that. Because again, like I have only a couple of the references that I know about him is you know, the Harley Quinn series on HBO, and he's talking, but that's just supposed to be a silly thing anyway.
Yeah.
In and of itself.
Yeah.
And what else? There's one other thing that I've seen.
He's popped up kind of everywhere.
Yeah, I can't. I can't remember for some reason.
I think he's popped up in a couple of Justice League animated shows and series, and he's just one of those characters that they just kind of lean on when they need an episode here and there. And
that's dope.
He's
okay.
a fun character to to mess around with. It's a giant shark. It's a human.
No, they said
shark.
that the opening scene is on a beach, right? Like Private Ryan style.
Yeah, Saving Private Ryan.
Do you think that'll be our first?
No. So I think no. So what I think is going to happen the first go round is I think within that first like 20 minutes or whatever it is, it's going to be the first crew is going to go out. And they're just going to get absolutely obliterated, which is going to cause her to send out the second team, which is going to be Bloodsport, Polka Dot Man, Ratcatcher 2, King Shark.
What do you think consists of the first one?
So the first one
that we saw, King Crocodile and shit?
So team 1 is going to be TDK, the Detachable Kid, Javelin, Mongal, what's his name? Pete Davidson's character. I'm blanking on it now. And then who else is going to be in there? Javelin, Weasel, Captain Boomerang.
Weasel, creepy as fuck.
Right, and then Harley Quinn.
Weasel looks like that meme. You ever seen that meme of that fox sitting on a chair with his legs crossed? That's what Weasel looks like to me.
Oh yeah.
Every time I see it, that's what he looks like to me. Just a cracked out fox.
Yeah. So he's gonna be. So I think that first team goes out, dies. Harley survives, and goes through, and basically, I saw something about her being in a relationship, and in the description of the movie, it says that they're sent to Corto Maltese, which is a made-up island, to stop an insurrection.
Okay.
So my thought is
very familiar. I just read that in a comic somewhere.
Yeah. So my thought is that Corto Maltese or
Yeah,
it's
they
just a made
referenced
up
it.
it's a made up island in DC,
Gotcha.
South
Can't remember
American
what I was
island.
reading.
And so I think she gets involved with the quote unquote, overlord, like the dude in charge at Corto Maltese.
Mm-hmm.
And then she gets in, she betrays him, or something along those lines. She eventually betrays him, she gets tortured, and they go after Harley. But I think initially they think Harley dies in the first encounter. And so I think that they're going, because in the very first trailer, the opening scene to the trailer is John Cena, Peacemaker, absolutely losing his mind and bitching.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. This is coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind. Hopefully Harley's still alive.
And so I think initially they think she dies in the first go round with Team 1.
Okay.
And then they go in, Rick Flag goes back in with Team 2, and they're like, and something then happens and they find out that Harley's alive and they go and find her.
Is that the Saving Private Ryan?
No, I think the Saving Private Ryan is in the beginning. That's the opening.
Okay.
But I think because, like, putting the pieces together and watching the trailer, they set it up to make it look like they're going to save Harley to go do the mission. But when you're watching it throughout most of the trailer, Bloodsport's in uniform, and then when he meets Harley, he's just in his tank top with a gunshot wound coming out of his shoulder.
So you think the mission is Harley?
No, I think the mission is, they think Harley's dead, and then they find out she's alive, and so they compromise the mission to go get Harley.
Got you. To defeat that little star thing.
Yeah. And that's when they get the Thinker, and because it just seems weird, because when they go to meet Harley, she's like, she goes to introduce herself to Bloodsport, and he's missing his entire outfit except his mask. And in the trailer, there's a scene where they're walking out of a Humvee that's been flipped over and crashed. And he's got the tank top and he's bleeding out of his shoulder. So I'm thinking that Team 1 goes in, everybody except Rick Flag and Harley die, but Rick Flag is under the impression that Harley is dead. So then Harley goes, and obviously she's not just going to be like, hey, no, you left me behind. She's obviously just going to skip out and see what kind of trouble. She's not going to go back to fucking prison. So she goes off and lives her own life in Corto Maltese, while Rick Flag and Amanda Waller are putting together Team 2. They go out, they set out to destroy Project Starfish or Starro and the Thinker. And then at some point in that mission, it's revealed to them that Harley is alive. And so Rick Flag abrupts the mission for them to go get Harley so that they can finish the mission of stopping the insurrection and getting rid of Starro.
Gotcha. Speaking of Harley, when does her movie? Where does her movie fall in the timeline, or is it just a one-off?
I think it falls directly after Suicide Squad.
Really?
Yeah.
So she was doing all that shit with the bomb in her head still. No, they took it.
No, she got it out. Yeah, she got it out. Remember, Joker found a surgeon that could get out he went and invaded and found a scientist that could get the bomb out of her head. She hits the
button and she acts dead.
Yeah.
That's right. And then she pops back up.
So, what was I getting at? Yeah, so I think it takes place just a few months after Suicide Squad.
Okay. I was trying to figure out, I was like, because how would they... She's got to be free then, because she was free.
Well, and I want to know how she ended up back in prison.
Yeah.
to get
That
back
too.
on the Suicide Squad. So
Yeah.
that will probably get touched on.
Because
as
that's what I
well,
was trying to
maybe.
figure out when I was watching that shit. Like, is she like doing her a favor? Because she
No.
just, she like maybe she loves Rick.
Right.
Because they had a little, I don't know if they bonded. Not really.
No.
I would say Deadshot, but Deadshot's not in this. Her and Deadshot bonded for sure.
Right. They did a really horrible job with character interaction and development in that first movie. They did a really, really bad job with that. But
I heard that's why this one isn't called the Suicide Squad too.
it's just called The Suicide
It's
Squad.
called Suicide Squad. They're trying to just act like that one never happened. Which I mean,
Yep.
just
Hey.
right.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see what they do with Starro, what they do with the Thinker.
Yeah.
Because it looks like those two are in cahoots. Because Starro, because if there's an insurrection happening in Corto Maltese, Starro, one of Starro's main things is that he's got these like, he shoots out these little like spores, like miniature versions of himself.
Yeah.
And they were basically the alien face suckers before Alien ever existed. Because Starro was introduced in like the 60s. And so he shoots out these little miniature versions of himself that stick to your face, and then he has full control, mind control.
Now, does
And
Starro
they, like,
talk?
He can,
Does he
but
communicate?
it's more so. In some versions he does. Some versions it's all telepathically.
Okay.
So it all kind of depends. I would imagine that this is sort of a telepathic version. That those
Okay.
little starfish are leached onto people, and it telepathically communicates. I'm thinking. My guess is that Thinker telepathically communicates with Starro, because that's one of Thinker's deals too, is he can communicate telepathically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of my guess, and then they somehow get their hands on Thinker and convince him to help them stop, because he's the only one that's going to know how to beat Starro.
Because he can telepathically understand what Starro's thinking.
Yeah, and he's probably researched him, and he's using Starro to help whoever is. Because I don't think that Thinker is the one that wants to control Corto Maltese. I don't think he's the one that's trying to become the overlord. I think it's somebody else, and he's hired Thinker, and they've come up with this plan together, kind of a thing. And so they've somehow got their hands on him so that they can stop Starro, so that they can. But I could be way off base. I don't know.
Like, you be coming up with these theories, and sometimes you be hitting though. To be honest,
That's
majority of the time.
That's just what
You
I'm
coming
getting
up
from
with these
piecing
theories. It's like
together
you
the
rewrote-
trailers.
It's like you wrote the motherfucker sometimes.
Sometimes, sometimes I just try to piece together the trailers and where I'm seeing
Yeah.
scenes and what they're wearing in each scene, and
Jeez.
how it all adds up.
You're deep in the game, bro.
Deep in the game, bro.
Deep in
I
the
want to see.
game.
I'm deep in the game. But then, what's fun is that I
said, "I'm studying
I
the
do these deep
trailers."
dives, I do these theories, but then I go into the movie and I leave all that shit at the door, and I
Do
go
you?
in.
I was gonna say, it's gotta be hard.
I don't go into the theater,
like-
and when something
Yeah.
happens, I'm like, oh, I was wrong. Fuck. Or like, oh, that
Okay.
should have happened. I leave all of my theories and all my stuff at the door.
Okay.
I drop it when I buy my popcorn, and I go and I sit
Yeah.
down and I just enjoy the movie like a straight fan, like just a
Gotcha.
blind fan. Like, I don't really know what's going on. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting back to that. So I'm not like that with like Marvel, because I am such a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm always going in with these eyes, like just wanting to see just these bright eyes. Like, I can't wait to see everything and digest it. But with like other movies, I feel like, like you can always like tell how the movie's gonna go.
Yeah.
Or something. So I telegraph it sometimes, and that takes me out of the experience, and then I end up not enjoying it as much. So
yeah. And I like
so I
when,
understand.
when
So that's why I was trying to
yeah.
figure out, like, how do you do it, man? Like, these theories. Are you like I just
because sometimes I just can't stop thinking about it, and I want to know how the movie plays out, so I think about it.
Yeah.
And but at the same time, like I don't watch any like spoiler reviews. I don't try to look at because right now, because it released in the UK, people are starting to release footage that they've gotten off of HBO Max or whatever. So like I'm staying away from
Wow.
all of that because I want to see
Yeah.
it. You know what I'm saying, with like fresh eyes, and I don't mind being wrong in and when I come out and I'm like, I think this will happen or I hope this will happen. Because usually, even though it's not what I thought was going to happen, it still meets my expectations as to the content.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even on a scale of like Loki, like I didn't think we were going to get Jonathan Majors at all. I was so fucking glad to be wrong about that.
Yeah.
Because that was awesome.
We
Like
got it.
getting that whole. I actually just watched that entire episode again last night, just for
It
fun.
was so good.
Because it's so good, and
Yeah.
watching him just act, I'm like and he's gonna pop up as different variations of himself throughout shows and movies before we get to Ant-Man. So we're gonna get bits and pieces of him, and I'm like, see,
He is a star,
that is great.
man. He
Yeah, dude.
acts.
I'm
Bro.
about to jump on the Lovecraft country because after
It's
watching
so
Loki,
dope to see somebody's. Yeah.
I'm like, okay. Now I see where the hype is. I see how he got this
Yeah.
role.
He's amazing.
All right, so
It's so dope to see people like in their craft
yeah,
and like be so well, like so good at it.
yeah,
Like he is totally a different person from Lovecraft Country. Like miles and miles
but he's
of difference.
but he's
like,
still in the zone. He's still
kills
got that.
it, bro.
Yeah.
In the zone.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
that's what I'm. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It solidified it for me when I saw him in
That's
Loki.
why,
Like I said, I've
yeah.
seen him in something else.
And you're gonna get to see like him play different versions of himself, and so like you said, he's got that range to where you don't see the same character or the same actor.
Yeah.
Like you weren't watching Loki thinking that you were seeing, because you know how sometimes you watch, like I can't ever watch, and even though he's in all those Fast and Furious movies, I still really can't watch Vin Diesel without thinking about Triple X.
Really?
Yeah, and like the Chronicles of Riddick. Like those characters, like I still see that when
Even in the pacifier?
yeah, like I'm like
you see Riddick in the pacifier.
yeah, I'm just like like every time it's like a long shot of him standing in the house hallway with his arms crossed, I just see the goggles over his face.
I see him as fucking what's his name?
Dom
Fast and
Toretto.
Furious. Yeah, I see him as
Living a
Dom Toretto
quarter
in the
mile at a
pacifier.
time. Yeah.
He's Don Toretto who got his life together. Like he got caught by the feds and now he's working for the feds.
Yeah,
you know
like you just
'cause he knows
see
so
one.
much.
That's why like
Yeah.
I was glad to see Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street. And in what was that movie he was in with Miles
Jonah's a
Teller?
great
War
actor,
Dogs.
too. Yeah, bro.
Because then
War
I
Dogs
was
so
like,
good.
bro, this motherfucker can act. Because at first we were
Yeah, he
used to
can
seeing him in shit like Superbad and Knocked Up,
goofy
to where
shit.
he was playing the same just fat curly haired kid all the time.
Yeah,
And then you
facts.
get to see him branch out. And when I was watching
Branch-
War Dogs, I
yeah.
was like, holy shit, this is a different.
He was
dude.
really good in War Dogs. He's a great actor as well. I was trying to think of somebody else that I really enjoy. I can't. It escapes me now. But yeah, it's again just dialing back on that. Like seeing somebody do so well in that, like in that craft is so dope to see. Like, yeah.
So
It really-
so
It brings
That's
the
why-
character out. So I love that. Like I
Yeah.
love.
so
Like
that's
RDJ, great actor.
Oh, so
When he does Sherlock Holmes, bro.
yeah, I just got triggered.
Oh no. What happened?
I
I
saw
thought
the
you were
most
triggered by
no,
Black
dude.
Widow on her.
I saw the most
I need more money speech.
disrespectful. Okay, first of all, I get everybody's like, oh, I need more money. But here's my thing. Here's my devil's advocate. Here's my switch flip.
All right.
Okay.
Careful.
I'm gonna be careful. I'm not gonna. Okay, so let's just say that somebody came to
Okay.
you, Anthony Berthiaume,
Yes, sir.
and
That's
they
me.
said, "Hey, Ant, you do this, you do that. We got $50 million for you." And you say, "Oh,
Gotcha.
for real? 50 million?" You say, "Let's go, let's get it."
Sounds
Boom.
good to me.
Bada bing, bada
Right.
boom. Come payday, right? You wake up
What
in
do
the
you mean?
morning, you check that bank account, it's $30 million short. And you saying, "Whoa, wait a minute now.
Hold on now. Hold on.
I was told 50. I only see 20. What's up?"
That's what I signed up for. So what's up?
And they say, "Oh, well, shut the fuck up because we had to release it on Disney, and you have no sensitivity to the COVID pandemic." Excuse me, bitch. You still shorted me $30 million. Where the fuck is my money?
Because you got money on both sides, though. You got money on both ends.
I got money on
So
both.
I need my money on the back.
You know what
on
I'm
the back
saying?
end. Where my
And
shit at?
and tell me, please tell me the person that if you go to somebody and they say, "Hey man, I got $50 for you," and they only give you 20. Tell me the person that's gonna be like, "Where's?" Tell me the person that's just gonna take that 20 and be like, "I'm cool." Somebody comes to you and says, "Hey bro, I got 500 for you," and they only give you 200. Tell me the person that's like, "Oh yeah, 200, that's cool." Somebody says, "Hey bro, I got
Facts.
50,000 for you," and they only give you 20,000. Tell me the dude that's like, "All right, yeah, that's cool. I'm cool with losing out on 30 G's."
That's who's
Tell
not
me,
losing sleep over the
tell
30.
me the person.
I don't know nan another.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know nan another.
Everybody's getting after Scarlett and everybody's getting after Disney, but come on, man, who's really gonna
At the
just
end of the day,
bed down and be
bitch
quiet when
better
you
have
lost?
my money.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying, bro. Especially
You
a
know
place
she's
like
walking
Disney,
around the house blasting that right
bro.
now.
Especially a
robe.
place like Disney, you gonna act like you just don't got $30 million. You better
Lying
come
around.
up with my money.
You better come up.
I'm just saying.
Y'all better
That's-
call who you need to call.
Yeah, because I'm just saying.
I needs my money on time. No, I
Yeah.
agree, bro. You yeah.
That's my only.
especially
That's my devil's advocate.
especially when you broke it down like that. Like you can't just bring me.
ain't nobody.
You can't just bring me.
And then
say, I gave you
so
5 and you just bring me 2. You can't just do that, bro.
Imagine, right? So imagine if I came to you and I was like, you were like, "Hey, Ant," I was like, "Ant, I got 50 G's for you,"
Yeah.
and I give you 20, and you're like, "Yo, where's the other 30?" And I'm like, "Yo, I couldn't make the other 30. You should just be glad with the 20 and
you should
stop.
be happy with the 20.
You should just be happy with the 20. Stop bitching about the majority of the 30 because we got COVID out here and there are people that couldn't go out to the theaters. So you need to be sensitive. What? No.
Knowing that you got reserve funds. No. And
Are
just
you
out here?
right? Are you really
You
gonna
just out here buying boats and shit
Yeah.
in my face and shit?
Because
what?
what would happen? I was like, "Yeah, I got that 50 for you," and I gave you 20, and you're like, "Yo, where's my 30?" And I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." What is? Do you think most people are just gonna be like, "Yeah, you right. Let me shut the fuck up"? No,
No, not at all.
no. These hands might not have to clock in, but they work.
They work now.
Like, come on now.
That's facts. I feel you. I hear that. They don't gotta clock in, but they
They work.
they seasonal.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Where's my 30?
Oh shit. My hands are unemployed.
Oh shit.
They're not working.
Because that's
Honestly.
that's generational money, man. $30 million. That's generational money.
It really is, man. It really fucking is. So yeah, no. I stand with her for sure. Bitch better have my money.
Yeah. I mean, it's millionaires complaining to billionaires, but still,
It don't matter.
it don't matter.
Like you said, it's generational.
Yeah, that's generational.
We don't know
money.
what her funds is like.
Right.
She might need that 30 for
Because
something.
I'm trying to
You don't
get,
know.
you need to pay me this extra 30 because I'm trying to get to where you're at. And I'm not going to just be like,
Yeah.
no. So,
But yeah, you make great arguments. That's too funny though. Yeah, I was reading into it and I was trying to figure out like what the problem was, but I couldn't see. Like I honestly couldn't see one. I didn't understand why they couldn't pair. Like You
Right.
make hella
There's
bread.
no reason. There's no reason
You've been
you
making
can't
hella
pay her.
bread for years. You act like they act like Black Widow was the only Disney movie that came out. Like, bitch, you just had Raya come
Mhm.
out. You just
Well, now
had,
Emma Stone's going after him too. Emma Stone's talking
I was
about
gonna say
going after him.
Corella just came out. Like, even though it wasn't gonna make a lot, but like it made.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It did
But-
what it was supposed to do.
But again, if I sign a contract and you tell me 25,
It's facts. It's facts.
I
need
don't
the
care.
25.
I need that
I don't
25.
care what it
Well,
was.
we only made 28. Well, then I guess you only get 3 because I'm going to need my 25. That's what I signed up for. That's what I signed on the dotted line for. I saw that 25
I
with
gave
all
up
them
other
zeros.
jobs.
Boom, boom, boom,
Because
boom.
Emma Stone's
You feel
she's
me?
a great actress.
You feel me?
Probably gave up other jobs, you know. Damn, man.
I'm
Then you
just
don't want to pay
saying.
their women? What's up with
I'm
that?
just saying.
They want to give Scarlett movie all extra fucking late
Yep.
for a cash grab, and then when the cash didn't show up, they talking about we can't pay you type shit. Nah, bitch. Nah, bitch.
Yeah, come on now. Come on now.
You knew what it was when you signed up type shit.
Yep. But no, the thing that I would
love
triggered
to see
about-
that contract. I would just
Oh,
like
I know,
to
right?
know like the ins and outs of that shit. Yeah, that'd be super
Yeah.
dope.
So no, the thing that had triggered me, and I
Do you think they're
quote-
doing that because she's done as well? Like
Oh,
she
yeah.
doesn't have like
Oh yeah,
other
definitely.
than having lawyers. What other
Yeah.
leg does she have to stand on? Like they're like, we're done
Right.
with you. Like we killed your character. We
Right.
gave you a movie to make a little bread for you to be on. Your
And then we're
merry
not
way.
even going to give you all the bread.
But then we're not gonna. Yeah. So it's like
You feel me?
yeah. Other than being contractual, what other leg does she have to stand on? Like she can't. It's not like they need her anymore.
Right.
do any
So go get your
It's kind
money.
of shitty.
Go
That's
get
fucking
your
shitty, the way
fucking
they-
money, Scarlett.
Yeah.
That's all I got
That's
to say
shitty as
about
hell.
that. That's all I got to
Yeah.
say about that. That's millionaires suing billionaires. But no, the thing.
It ain't my business.
Right.
But it's fucked up business. That's all I do. though.
Mhm. So no, the thing that got
It
me
ain't mine.
triggered, and well,
What's up?
so the Sunday Times put out a tweet.
Okay, here we go. Yep. What'd they say? Let me strap in.
Strap in.
Like you're about to go off.
The biggest titles of the past decade are brands and franchises established in numerous prequels and sequels. That's facts. Robert Downey Jr. is a leading man, but Iron Man could be played by almost anyone with wit. The character is more important to audiences than the actor. End quote.
All right, just
I just want an address. That's all I want. I want an address to the person that wrote that motherfucking article.
I
Who
want a
wrote that
public.
column?
I want a public apology.
I want an address. These hands are out of retirement. Okay?
Ah,
They're coming
Jesus.
back. These bitches have found part-time work.
They interviewed.
Who?
They're ready to go.
They're interviewed and they're ready to go.
Got my sources checked.
Bro.
Oh my god.
Brought the resume. They're
Yeah.
ready to rock. You know what I'm saying?
That's how.
These hands got up in the morning,
Ugh.
put on a button-up
Ugh.
and a tie,
Ugh.
rode the bus, so they mad angry.
Ugh.
They got pent-up energy.
Spilt the coffee.
Spilled the
Son.
coffee. Handed the resume,
Woo.
killed the interview, got the part-time job. They're ready to fucking go. Who wrote that shit?
It just
Who
says
wrote
this-
it?
It just says this. Whoever got on the admin of the Sunday Times on Twitter and thought that they could just,
Cowards.
bro.
Gosh damn cowards.
Iron Man could be played by almost anyone. And I would like to holler at James Gunn for a minute because he replied to this tweet and said, I've seen the audition tapes and that's bullshit. So thank you, James Gunn,
Thank you, James Gunn.
for being on top of your game.
Anybody could have played Tony Stark, the philanthropist, the billionaire, the playboy.
Anyone, according to the Sunday Times.
I think I'm gonna be sick. That's people are out there motherfucking mind.
But since Isaiah came from me and I didn't send for him, I'm here now. First of all,
I can't think.
Who put their
I'm
name
sitting
in
here.
it?
I'm literally trying to think right now. Who?
Nobody.
Nobody, baby. Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody, baby.
It's the
Sorry.
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
All right, just
Why you do that? Yeah,
Who
who
hacked-
ruin my fucking day.
Who
You
hacked
ain't
the-
shit. It's you really the bad one. You didn't have to deliver that news to me. You know I don't read papers and shit. You know I don't do that.
You
You know I don't look up shit.
all right, just
Who would you get? Who would you get? I want to see their list. I want them to do a follow-up. Who would have played it? I'm about to tweet. I'm about to make a Twitter. I just want to say who? Question mark. That's it.
Who? Nobody.
Who?
Nobody. The
That's
ball's
just-
on some people, man. The ball's on
you
some
ain't
people.
shit.
I
Honestly,
know.
you really ain't shit. I can't believe you did that.
What? You can't believe I did that?
Just ruined my day.
Well, now you know how I feel when I had to get off this call when you tried to tell me that Deadpool was better than Deathstroke.
That is not even.
Now you know how I feel.
That's
All right, two-part question. Who's gonna be the last to die? Who's gonna be the first to get the switch blown off go off in their head?
ooh, okay, that's better because she loves blowing that.
She
motherfucking
loves
switch.
pushing that button.
She loved pushing that motherfucking button. I think she will blow up. She blew up the Native American dude last time, right? Tomahawk. What's his name?
Yeah, I don't remember what his name was.
I can't remember what his
He
name
was so
either.
brief and so stupid.
She blew that nigga the fuck up.
I was kind of
She
glad
think
his
I'm
character
playing
was
again.
retarded. His character was
He
dumb.
was not. Yeah, he was super dumb. Who do I think dies first?
Who do you think? Yeah, who do you think is the one that tries to defy the orders against the implants?
I would say Captain Boomerang, but he knows. Like he's already tried to escape before,
Mhm.
but he fucking knows that it'll happen. You know what I'm saying? So it's got to be somebody that doesn't really know Waller's about that life.
I think it's Savant.
And I don't know if I know too many. I don't know if I know too many new people. Who'd you say?
I think it's gonna be Savant.
Who's Savant?
Michael Rooker's character, the dude with the long hair.
There's just so many people in this one. I
know.
have no idea.
I think he's gonna be the one to get. I think he's gonna be the
I'm
one.
gonna watch it multiple times.
He just seems like the actor that would be the one that James Gunn would be like, you're gonna be the one that pisses off Waller and gets, because it's Yondu. It's the dude that played Yondu, and they've done other movies together too. And so I think that he's gonna be the one that thinks that Amanda Waller's just fucking around and playing, and he's gonna try to escape, and he gets his shit blown off.
And people know him as
Maybe.
Yondu too now.
Yeah.
So like if people see Yondu in that movie, who people who aren't like real goers or like who don't really understand it, they'd be like, "Oh, I thought he was in."
No, he looks almost completely different.
Does he? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I was gonna say. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. So, all right.
You'd only
I would say that
really
would make sense though.
Yeah.
Like if people because you don't want him poking around too much in the movie.
No,
So
I
that
think
would
he
make
dies
sense.
right away. Because he's on the first
Okay.
team.
Got you.
I think it's either him or
I think it's that little dog
Blackguard.
thing.
That's his name. Blackguard. Pete Davidson's character.
Got
I
you.
think he's gonna get his shit blown off too.
What's his
I think,
What's his abilities? Like, what is he all about?
I don't know. He's very
Blackguard.
obscure.
Yeah, man. Honestly, I don't think I know enough to give you somebody that would get blown up right away.
Yeah, I mean, like He doesn't even last very long in the comics.
But I do think Bloodsport will survive because of his whole daughter thing. Unless he sacrifices his life. Like if a situation comes to hand where he has to sacrifice his life for the betterment of the group.
Who?
Or to get the mission for the betterment of the mission, Bloodsport. But he's like, I'll do it if you get my daughter all fixed straight and stuff.
See, I think he dies.
I could see him doing. I could do that. I could see that happening.
Yeah, I think that was my bet. That was going to be my chip on the last person to die. Will be Bloodsport.
Yeah. You were saying Polka Dot Man, right? Before?
I was saying Polka Dot Man before.
Because he's looking to die.
He's looking to die. But I think he makes a big sacrifice too.
Okay.
I think he makes a big sacrifice and he dies and it doesn't work. I think he's gonna have a goofy sacrifice that's almost not completely in vain, but partly in vain. To where like he dies and they're like, oh shit, that didn't work. Kind of like, because that's like James Gunn style humor, like that, it's like all sad and you're getting teary and choked up for Polka Dot Man, and he makes this big sacrifice, it dies this brutal death, and then you turn around and oh fuck, well that didn't work. Mm-hmm. And so I think Bloodsport's going to be the one to do something, just because he's got the daughter, he's got the highest. I think he's got the highest risk. I honestly think, I really think that it's just going to be Harley and Rick that are going to survive this whole thing.
Yeah.
At the end of it.
Rick's looking old as shit.
And Peacemaker, because he's getting his own show.
Definitely.
Peacemaker might survive this whole thing. But it hasn't been confirmed whether or not it's a prequel or a sequel or... So.
Okay. What do we got? A couple more days for it?
A couple more days.
We'll see y'all back
Tuesday,
here for
Wednesday, Thursday. Yes, sir.
The movie review. Might even do a reaction since it's going to be on HBO.
Yeah, might have to.
Just watch it together.
Might have to.
Okay.
Since my bum ass theater.
Yeah, I can't believe that's so stupid.
So ridiculous.
Dumb. But you're still going to go see it in the movie, right? In the theater, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, just might do like a $5 Tuesday.
For sure. So I ain't mad at that. All right, then. All right, man. You got anything else to add?
I got nothing.
All right. We'll see y'all back then. It's been another one. Jump to Hyperspace with your boys, your co-pilots, Jake and Ant. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing.
Yeah.
Commenting, making friends in the comments. And most importantly, jumping on those rocket ships every now and then.
Just every now and then.
Every now and then. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all in the next one.
Goodbye.
Hey.